let's go to some finance now and we'll take a quick look at global markets. Our futures are pointing up. The Dow Jones dropped just over 0.3% overnight. The Aussie dollar is now buying 65.33 US cents. Well, for more on finance, we're joined by Henry Jennings, Senior Market Analyst with stock market newsletter Markets Today. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, tell us what's going on in the US at the moment, because we've seen a few different things come out overnight.
Yeah, I mean, where do you start with the US? I mean, let's face it, it changes by the minute. But last night we did have a bit of a revision to the GDP number, back up to 3.8%. So we have seen some of that weakness earlier in the year starting to be eradicated, and the economy in the US starting to accelerate a little bit, which does pose a bit of a problem for the Federal Reserve, of course. We do have elevated inflation, more tariff inflation coming down the road, potentially in the US as well. The jobs are keeping pretty steady, and now we've got GDP at 3.8%. So it does give the Fed, I guess, pause for thought. Many people were hoping for some aggressive rate cuts, but I suspect they will be a little bit cautious given those numbers. We do have a inflation number this evening, PCE, which is a core inflation that the Federal Reserve does look at. So that'll be interesting to see what that one does as well. So maybe the Fed won't cut quite as aggressively on the back of some of these numbers.
I think what you mentioned as well regarding the tariffs, to see how much further that will sort of affect inflation down the track as well. Let's talk about gold, because it has absolutely soared, but I also want to get your thoughts on tech as well.
Yeah, gold has been an absolute winner this year. It's outperformed pretty much most of equity markets around the globe. And I guess it's a combination of central bank buying, retail funds buying as well, ETFs, those passive money funds flowing in. And I guess we've got geopolitical risks as well. We're having more and more incursions by Russia into airspace across Europe. So there's a lot of things going well for gold. And the resource sector generally in Australia has been doing very well. We've had copper as well. That Grasberg Freeport-McMoran issue helping the copper price. We've got critical metals going well. So at the end of the day, I think, you buy America for technology, but you buy Australia for resources. And I think technology companies have finally worked out that you can't actually feed a digital economy with all the power, all the critical metals that are required without resources. And that's really helping our market at the moment stay up. And we have seen some really good gains and a really kind of a mini bull market in commodity stocks happening at the moment. I think that's going to continue for a little while to come.
Henry Jennings, thanks as always.
My pleasure. Thanks very much for having me.